Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you how to make a Raisin Crunch sprouted granola. Now, normally I get this from, or I should say I used to buy this at the store. It's from the company Go Raw, and it's really good. It really tastes good, but the problem is it's like $12 a bag, and you know, that's really expensive. So I always like to try to make things myself to see if I can save money. Now this recipe calls for raw buckwheat. So don't get kashi because that's roasted, and once it's roasted it's not going to sprout. So you're going to want to purchase organic raw buckwheat, and buckwheat is really healthy. Buckwheat is actually a seed and it's related to rhubarb, and what's nice is that it's naturally gluten-free. It's high in fiber, protein, B vitamins, zinc. It contains rutin, which strengthens your blood vessels, and it also contains quercetin, which can lower blood pressure, ease pain. It protects the heart, it boosts your immunity, it can ease allergies and also inflammation. Buckwheat can also, lower your risk for cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. The nice thing is when you sprout buckwheat, along with any grain or seed, it boosts the enzyme production, so it's easier for your body to digest it, which is really important because a lot of people have problems digesting grains and seeds and nuts. So when you sprout them, not only does it improve your digestion, it also boosts the amount of B vitamins and protein in the grain or whatever you're sprouting. So get yourself some buckwheat, and we want to soak the buckwheat for about 2 hours or so. I used to think that you had to soak them overnight, but actually the last time I soaked them, I just did it for 2 hours, and it's going to expand, so make sure you put a lot of water above the line of the buckwheat so that it has room to expand and fill with water. And then after you soak it for a couple of hours, you want to drain it. I like to put it in this big strainer, and I rinse it every 3 or 4 hours, or at least 2 or 3 times a day. You want to definitely do it morning and night, and then I cover it with some sort of towel that's really wet just to keep it moist. And I like to let it sprout for about 24 hours, maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. It depends on the humidity, depends on the temperature of your home. So you want it to look kind of like this, and you can see the little tails starting to grow. You definitely do not want the tails to get any longer than this, because the buckwheat is going to start to taste really bitter. So make sure it's no longer than I'm showing you right here, and then it's ready. It's ready to be blended or made into crackers. I also have a cracker video that I make sprouted buckwheat into delicious crackers. But today we're going to be making granola with it. So I've taken the pits out of about a cup of dates here, maybe a cup and a half. And you can add maple syrup or honey or anything. Now the ingredients of the recipe that I'm trying to recreate is very simple. It's just sprouted buckwheat, let's see, raisins, dates, and flaxseed, but I'm going to be adding something a little different. So we can add some water to this to help it turn over, and we just want to make a paste out of these dates and water. So put all of your sprouted buckwheat into a large bowl, and we're going to add the date mixture. Pour all of it over the buckwheat, and we're going to stir this up, and you can add maybe a little pinch of salt, so that really brings out the sweetness. Just get a big spoon and stir this all up. Now the recipe calls for flax seeds, but instead of that I'm going to put sunflower seeds. Now it doesn't matter what you use. You could put in hemp seeds. Sometimes I do that. You could put any kind of seed you like in here. I just didn't put flax seeds because I have my sprouted buckwheat crackers that already have flax seeds, and I figured it's good to vary my diet, so I'm going to add some sunflower seeds instead. And the next thing we're going to do is add raisins. You can mix this all around, and then the next thing we're going to do is put it into the dehydrator and dry this for about 24 hours. So just put all of your mixture onto a Teflon sheet, and then after this dries for about 20, well, actually less than this, probably more like 6 hours, we're going to flip it so that it is just on here on the mesh sheet, because then more airflow will get all over the cereal and dry it faster. So after the top has dried a little bit, for a few hours, we're going to flip it so that more air can get to the cereal so that it dries faster. So we just put another Teflon sheet on top and flip it, and then just take the Teflon sheet off. Now it's going to stick, which is fine. Just take off the remnants of whatever's on the Teflon sheet and just put it on top of there. It's not a big deal. Just get it all off and it'll be fine. So put this back into the dehydrator and let it dehydrate for another 18 to 24 hours. I like to let it go for a really long time so that it gets completely dry and crispy. And here's how it looks. It's pretty crunchy, and you can put plant-based milk on here or whatever you'd like. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make it, and please let me know if you do and tell me how it turns out. And please subscribe for more videos on health, nutrition, and delicious recipes. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and we'll see you next time.